Hello and welcome to the news in brief. In the headlines, NDC expresses misgivings with voters register. Over 100 suspected criminals rounded up at Buduburam, and Nagrat calls off strike. My name is Juliet Echansafo. The opposition National Democratic Congress has expressed misgivings with the voters register currently being exhibited by the Electoral Commission.
At a press conference in Accra today, the party said the recent limited registration exercise has created some inaccuracies, with thousands of newly registered numbers being found in the register. According to the NDC, the number of voters in the register who are to be identified through verification by face only has increased exponentially. Speaking at the press conference, the chairman of the Electoral Committee of the NDC, Mr. Elvis Efriye Ankra, said the EC exhibited unprofessionalism during the registration exercise and has also failed to give copies of the register to the NDC.
Wrote, reference is made to our letter, blah, 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 blah. Please note that we are yet to receive a copy of the provisional voters register, though the exhibition has been ongoing since Monday, 9 September 2019. You will agree with me that this will make it difficult for our agents to effectively monitor the exercise. So how can we monitor when you have refused, after letters and reminders, to give us a copy of the register? Is that one too by accident or design?
A combined team of security personnel on Thursday morning organized a swoop at Buduburam in the central region, where over 100 suspected criminals were arrested.
The suspects were rounded up from the area, which used to be a refugee camp for Liberians who were displaced during the 1992 civil war in Liberia. The suspects have since been moved to Accra for screening. Some residents expressed appreciation for the security operation since, according to them, the area has become a haven for criminals in recent times.
A test run of the Accra and Sawam train service on Thursday morning suffered a minor setback following the derailment of one of the coaches.
Graphic Online's reporter Nana Kunedu Ajiman, who was part of the media team on board the train and were covering the test run, reported that the coach derailed at Chinton near Papase at about 12:21 p.m. Briefing the press on the incident, the traffic manager of the GRC, Ms. Comfort Awinya, described the incident as a minor derailment. Workers of the railway company were able to put the derailed coach back on its track by 1:33 p.m. and the train resumed its journey to Nsawam.
The National Association of Graduate Teachers has called off its nationwide strike after a meeting between itself and the National Labour Commission in Accra on Wednesday.
The Executive Secretary of the Commission, Mr. Ofuswa Samoa, told Graphic Online that the Labour Union had been directed at the meeting to call off the strike as they negotiated with their employers and the government.
In the foreign front, the EFF, led by its leader, Julius Malema, on Thursday held a memorial service at the Orlando East Communal Hall in honor of the late President of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe.
While it is almost certain that former Zimbabwe President Robert Mugabe will be laid to rest on Sunday, 15 September, the chiefs of Zimba, a district of Mashonaland West Province, are yet to decide where he will be buried. According to the family spokesperson, Leo Mugabe, there has not been any finality on when and where Robert Mugabe is going to be buried. This, he claimed, is only due to the fact that the procession will be rooted in the former Zimbabwean leader's cultural traditions.
We are here today to remember against forgetting, to pay tribute to the life and times of a man who was defined when it was not fashionable to do so. Fellow compatriots, a towering figure of this revolution, our revolution, President Robert Gabriel Mugabe, the father of Zimbabwe, has fallen.
And to our last story, almost 200 Nigerians have left South Africa and returned to Lagos following xenophobic attacks on them in South Africa.
They arrived in Nigeria on a free flight organized for them by the Nigerian government following fears of xenophobic violence on foreign nationals in South Africa. There has been a spate of violent attacks on foreign nationals and their property in South Africa.
For more news, you can visit graphic.com.gh or you can follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic Ghana and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH. My name is Juliet Echansafo. Thank you for watching.